Tensions ran high at the St. George's Magistrates Court today as criminal defense attorney Arlie Gill raised strong objections over what he described as an abuse of the court process in the case of Lillian Bonsu. Lillian Bonsu, who was charged with money laundering on April 10th and has been held in custody since her arrest at the Maurice Bishop International Airport on April 11th, has spent 20 days on remand. Yet her attorney says he has yet to receive a full disclosure of evidence in the case, including the charge sheet. Bonsu, who is reportedly linked to a region-wide investigation into the collapsed Creators Alliance investment scheme, is believed to be one of the group's top operatives. Attorney Gill told Chief Magistrate Francine Foster that despite writing to the Financial Intelligence Unit, or FIU, which has jurisdiction over the investigation of financial crimes, there was no response to his request for disclosure, not even an acknowledgement. Adding to his frustration, Gill said he only received 3 witness statements this morning and from individuals not even officially listed as witnesses in the case. The defense, which came prepared to begin the trial in the matter today, argued that 20 days is more than enough time for the prosecution to provide the necessary evidence, especially since authorities already seized the defendant's phone and a laptop. Calling the situation pre-trial persecution, Gill requested that the case be struck out for want of prosecution and that Bonsu be released immediately from custody. The prosecution admitted they were not ready to proceed and confirmed that only 1 witness has been finalized so far. They also said they are still working to amend the witness list and submit additional statements, many of which remain with the FIU. Gill criticized the move to charge his client first and search for evidence afterward.
One would expect that before the charge was laid against her, that investigations would have been done and that the prosecution or the investigators would have gathered evidence. It does not seem as though they have gathered any evidence before charging this young lady. So that while the headlines scream that she has been charged, yet we're yet to see the basis of the charge. So on that basis, I ask that the matter be struck out against her, because there is no way she can meet the answer. She can answer any of the charge that was brought against her.
The chief magistrate denied the attorney's request for the matter to be struck off, however, gave the prosecution until May 6th to provide full disclosure relating to the money laundering charge against Gill's client. Gill has also indicated plans to apply for bail on behalf of the non-national.
There is sufficient case law which provides that with the relevant conditions, a foreign national can be admitted to bail. At the end of the day, the Constitution provides for the right to bail, so that the prosecution will not have to convince the court that she is not a good enough candidate for bail. If granted bail, there are conditions which can ensure that she remain within the state to answer the charge. But that is why I said, how can you now object to bail and you cannot give us a shred of disclosure? It doesn't seem fair to me, because we are ready for trial.
Bonsu remains in custody tonight as her legal team pushes for bail. The court is expected to make a decision on that application tomorrow, Tuesday, April 29th. Reporting for GBN News, I am Nisha Paul.